everybody, welcome to another episode of Sid's Kitchen. Today we're going to do sticky lemon chicken. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to need a few ingredients. Here we go. I'm going to use 4 chicken breasts, but you can use a whole chicken if you'd like to just cut it up, okay? You're going to need some sea salt and pepper to taste. You're going to need 3 or 4 tablespoons of olive oil. And you all know by now less is more, so I'm using 3 tablespoons. 2 cloves of garlic, and have them horizontally. A splash of vinegar. 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce. 3 tablespoons of honey. 1 finely sliced lemon. And a bunch of leaf parsley. Just cut it up really fine, okay? Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is, this is going to be served over mashed potatoes with vegetables. So I've cut up 4 potatoes, and we're going to start those on the stove here. So they'll be cooking while we do the rest of the recipe. Alright, so first of all, we're going to take our chicken, and we're going to cook it down in the olive oil. So we put our olive oil in. There we go. And of course, work that around in your pan. Remember, you don't need a lot of olive oil, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. Good. Alright. And get that heated up. And then we'll start to put our chicken in to the pan here and let that all cook. Alright. So once this cooks down, we're going to come back and then we're going to go to the next step, okay? And this will take probably about 2 or 3 minutes. You want to get all the pink out of it as you can, okay? Alright, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we're back and the chicken is cooking and it's on high heat with the olive oil. And at this point, I want to season it up a little bit. I want to put salt and pepper in it. Just enough to taste. A little pepper there. And remember, this is the sea salt. A little sea salt in there. Alright. There we go. And I'm going to put some garlic in it as well. So all of this can cook together here. All right. That looks good. Smells good too. All right, so we're going to cook this all the way down until we get the pink out of it. There we go. All right, so we'll be back in just a second. Finish this up. Yep. Okay, so we're back and we're going to put the vinegar in. Remember, just a splash of vinegar. And we're going to let that cook down. Now you see how much oil, vinegar, and juice is in here. We're going to reduce this by half. So make sure you put your top on, keep it on your high heat, and cook this down until it's half as juicy as this, okay? Alright, so it'll probably take about 5 minutes to do that. Top back on. See you in a minute. Okay. Alright, so we're back, and as you see, we've reduced this down to about half of what it was, liquid-wise. We're going to move on with the recipe here. Got our soy sauce. Keep everything on high heat still. The soy sauce. And your honey. Drizzle the honey on in there. Get yourself a little scraper like this so you can make sure you get all the honey that you can out. Alright. Now, With this, we're going to have to put some hot water in. We're going to take 1 ladle full of hot water and put that in. I figure regular hot water would be okay in the tap. There. And then with that, put your lemon slices in. Okay. Just work those around. Okay. Now we're going to have to reduce this down again. So this is going to take about 10 minutes to reduce this down. And let's check on our potatoes as well. The potatoes should be really working along here. Over here. Okay, they're just about ready, not all the way. Remember, you have your stick test. Have them nice and soft. Okay. All right, so we're going to cover this back up. It's kind of good. Kind of different. All right, and we're going to cover this back up. And when we come back, we should be just about ready. Okay, we're back, and wow, that really looks good. So you can see the juice has been reduced down. It looks really good. And what we'll do here is we're going to put a little parsley on the top. Okay. Put a bit more. And then we'll mix that in here. And let that stay here on the stove while we do our mashed potatoes. Alright, so the mashed potatoes are nice and soft. Okay. What we do is, just in case folks don't know how, we're going to take the water off. And then, the way my mom does it, she always keeps the heat on low when she's doing this. We'll put some evaporated milk in. And we'll put some butter in as well. So I like to slice my butter down a little thin so I can mix in fine here. Remember, we have about 4 potatoes in here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and mash these up. I have the old school masher here. Okay, mash these up really good. Go around. Just remember the heat is still on. Put a little bit of salt and pepper in here. With pepper. And a little bit of salt. Okay. And just continue to stir it up. Mashing it. Alright. That looks nice and fluffy. That's what you want. As fluffy as possible. And this is what we're going to serve our sticky lemon chicken over. So, let's plate a little bit of this. Actually, we're going to put our mixed vegetables, sorry about that, in there. Let's mix that in. Yeah, that's going to be good. Okay. And I just heat the vegetables up just a little bit, just to knock some of the chill off of it. Alright. Turn our off. Alright. Now, let's get a little bit of this. See what we got going on here. Mashed potatoes. I'm just going to do a little bit of it here. Okay. And a little bit of our sticky lemon chicken. Put that there. Alright. And let's try this out and see how this all turned out. Alright. Now let's see here. A little bit of mashed potatoes, vegetables, a little bit of chicken, piece of lemon. That's pretty good. Something different. Alright. Yeah, this is pretty good. Only thing is, if you don't want so much lemon, you don't have to take the lemon and eat the lemon. The lemon is flavored in the chicken. But this is really, really delicious. So I hope you enjoy this. If you do this as a recipe, please share this with me. And if you like this episode, please like it on Facebook and share it with your friends. We'll see you next week.